Hi everyone, welcome back into the Academy here at Chesterfield Golf Club. It's lovely to have you along for another video. If you've seen our videos before, thank you again for stopping by. If you're new here, welcome. So hopefully we can give you some tuition to help you with your golf. I'm on my own today. Actually, Trev's next door with a friend, so he may pop his head through the door, but we've got some peace and quiet. So if you're struggling with a little bit of weight transference, especially if you've got any ailments. So let's say we've got golfers here at the club that have had some new knees and left hip. So let's say we're just talking about our front leg here. So we're just talking any issues you might have, say like a new knee or a new hip. They're not going to have the ability to be able to twist as much as they used to. So when we think, if you can, it's always lovely to be able to pivot a little bit more. So we're just circling our pivot around. But if you haven't got the ability to do that, that doesn't mean you still can't introduce some weight shift. So being able to get off our right leg for right-handers on the downswing can give us a real encouragement to be able to improve our strike. But remember, we don't have to twist now. So I've got a great exercise, firstly without a ball. So club out in front of us. So if you've seen the 60-second exercise, what I call this is the Elvis move. So we're going to go into a little bit more detail. So hold a club out in front of us. Now it's going to give us a little bit of separation without the twist. So we're not looking to twist our belly button here or our torso or our belt buckle, because that's going to put too much strain, especially if you're hurting on your left leg. So keep your left arm out in front of you, or you can hold on to a door frame or the back of the sofa. I'm going to put it, remember, the higher up, it doesn't really matter about height, but so I'm just putting it out there to keep the left arm static, to keep the shoulders passive. Now, I call this the Elvis move for obvious reasons. We're kicking our right knee towards our left toe. So we're not going straight out here, and we're not going completely lateral and sideways. We're kicking off our right knee and our right toe. So the weight's going inside my toe here. The secret to this is we're keeping nice and passive with our shoulders. You can see from the behind view, I'm not moving my shoulders at all. That's incorrect. So remember, you still can play golf without twisting. You can see my torso still looking at that front camera there. Great for you seniors golfers who want to just introduce a little bit more speed, because getting in this position into the ball is going to help with the club coming down into the ball a little bit more from the inside, and it's going to give you the ability to release. Because remember, people have trouble with the sequence on the way down by moving their shoulders too much. What this is doing, just kicking their right knee, kicking your right knee in. So you can do this for 10-15 minutes a day. Oh, it's raining hard out there today. Okay, so 10 minutes, 100 goes, nice and light. Remember, anything light can work nice and freely and quickly. But no, there's no pressure. I'm not trying to push in, keeping everything light, especially this grip here. So you can see I'm really light with my hand, no tension at all. So let's introduce a little bit of that into a golf swing. So how can you? So I would always start with rehearsal swing, so back swing. So remember what you're trying to do here, kind of what you were doing in the rehearsal with the club out in front of you. So it's the same thing. We're trying to keep our shoulder passive. You can do little swings back and forth, but you're still feeling the same here. You don't have to twist your belly button. You're just doing your right shoe and your right knee. Just a small lateral move over. That's going to help with any sort of strike issues. If you're tending to hit the ball a little bit heavy behind the ball, this is a great one, because remember what we're trying to do, the impact video, the previous one, remember, where we start and where we hit are two different places. So I'm just basically encouraging you can still move this right side without twisting. So you can still play golf well into your latter years. Because let's face it, from experience, we're not getting any more flexible. So it's being able to create a little bit more weight shift without twisting is a great one. And then again, that's going to encourage your arm swing, to swing the club more efficiently with your arms, because if you stay back here, you're going to twist and put too much strain on your back and your legs here. So let's hit a few shots. So I'd always encourage, like I always say, a little bit of a more of a narrow stance. That helps, because remember, if you've got your feet too wide, you've only got a certain range of motion. So nice and narrow with the feet, and nice and light. Oh, straight through the hole. Okay, so you can see my knee has really come in here, but I haven't really moved my top half. So remember, the objective of this exercise is to move a lot here and not a lot with your top half. So it's arm swing, a little bit of a kick through. That's obviously exaggerated. You can see I'm kind of doing too much with my arms, but that's the secret to be able to play pain-free golf without too much strain on this back. Nice and light here. Go back to a few more Elvises. Nice and light. You can either do it with your right hand now. So let's introduce a new one. So your right knee and then the right hand. Right knee and hand at the same time. So you're introducing a bit of swing here without moving your shoulders at all. So you're just introducing the hand and arm on the way down and release. Release basically means just fold this right hand and arm around your left without moving your left and shoulder over here. Keep your hand out in front of you. Actually, you don't need a golf club to do this. So when you're waiting for the kettle to boil, just practice this. It's actually not muscle memory, by the way, folks. You're just practicing the neurons in your head, just letting them fire, because you're practicing. Remember what golf's all about. Some bits move, some bits don't. So if you're a golfer that moves the top half too much, this is a fantastic exercise. You'll be surprised how much you do that consistently. You're able to layer that into a golf shot. Nice and smooth to start with, folks. Remember, anything nice and smooth gives you that tiny bit fraction of awareness time. Kick, imagine you've got this right arm moving without your top half moving. And then let's go. Elvis, bit of kick through. Remember, if you're struggling with a little bit of speed down there, this is a great one because you're allowing the momentum, because that's where the target is. Everything's going towards the target without twisting too much. Remember, knee, a little bit of Elvis, allows the arms to swing more efficiently as well. Keeping your foot on the floor is never a good thing. So you're allowing the club to drop, release with a little bit of kick. Those indoor exercises are fantastic, by the way, everyone. Keeping everything out, passive top half, separation, lovely. Really is a good one. I know that's not a golf swing. Introduce a bit of arm to it. Keeping your arm up, nice and relaxed. Beautiful. The more you can do that, the more it's easier to transfer over to a golf swing. And on the first tee, like I've always said, the more you can introduce a little bit of exaggeration to the feel, the more it's going to be opposite and it's going to help you out. One more. Elvis, remember you're just trying to kick this right knee towards your left toe. Not pushing it out here, and you're definitely not lateral too much because you'll hurt your knee. Nice and relaxed, nice and light, no tension whatsoever. Introduce a little bit more kick in, even if you can't twist as much as you used to. That will really help you out. Give you a little bit more momentum, improve your strike. So I really hope that helps. Any questions, again, please drop them in the comments. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because it's lovely to have you along to build this community. So any comments, drop them in and I'll do my best to get back to you. So I'm a very windy Chesterfield and very rainy at the moment. All the best and I'll see you on the next video. Cheerio.